Oh, are we? Hello to you readers. It's me again, hairstylist Neil Moodie. I forgot my name then. And welcome to my monthly video report. I'm sat here just off the back of London Fashion Week. And so my video report this month is about the shows from London Spring Summer 2014. Over the last few years, being a gadget freak, I've become more and more interested in the fast-moving industry of technology. And one of the shows I work on in London is at the forefront of fashion meeting technology. That show is Burberry Prorsum. Burberry Prorsum is the main collection from the House of Burberry, whose creative director is Christopher Bailey. And Prorsum is the line that is shown on the catwalks to represent the rest of the brand for the season. But before I move on to that, I'll give you a brief overview of some of my favourite shows of the season so that you can all be aware of what you'll be wearing and looking like next year in 2014. Let's take a quick look first at J.W. Anderson. Now he showed draping, suspending, twisting and gathering materials to reveal maximum amounts of naked skin. The nudity worked as a balance against the weight of his materials, which included linen-backed pleather, love saying that, gossamer, thick embossed leather and sequined lace. With natural makeup and flawless skin, the hair was pulled back in a messy centre parting and tied in a ponytail at the back, with the hair covering the ears. There was a slight matron feel to this hair. Maybe this strictness was to counteract all the nudity. Not one of my favourite hair looks, I must admit, from this season, but I did love the clothes. Another collection was from Mulberry, which was designer Emma Hill's last collection for the brand. The clothes had a sniff of 60s in their prints with a slight sporty tone to certain pieces. She magnified prints on the clothes with slightly oversized sleeves and trouser legs, with tiny sequins added to the quilted floral pieces. She also debuted a new handbag called the Kenzel, which was a briefcase locked shoulder bag. Was it given this name as she saw this as a bag sported by the Kenzel Rise Massive? Who knows? The models had natural looking makeup with what looks like a tad of mascara, which helps to give it that slight 60s feel. The hair was side parted, quite textured with what looks like some oil put through it. I like how this hair juxtaposed against the more classic shapes of the clothing. Once again, there was the appearance of dogs on their catwalk too, this season being Turbo the Bulldog, to promote their now famous designer dog collection. The next show is one of my favourites in London, Christopher Kane. For his spring-summer collection, he'd started off quite dark, sort of lots of blacks. He'd taken a floral idea then, but made it very primal, stripping away the prettiness normally associated with flowers, by using diagrams of photosynthesis or pointing out the parts of flowers. There were embroidered floral skirts and draped satin dresses in silver and gold, and sheer dresses with block arrows over them, with also a flower applique in the middle. My good friend makeup artist Lucia Peroni placed highlights on the cupid's bow, the cheekbones, the temples and eyelids onto flawless natural skin, with the hair centre parted and naturally dried to create a simplicity that allowed the clothes to completely shine through. And finally, before I go on to Burberry, I wanted to let you know about Simone Rocha's show. Simone is the daughter of designer John Rocha. This was arguably for me Simone's best collection to date, and one that helped her step into London's fashion elite room. A full skirt that was hung on one hip, looking like it was falling off, with tulle covering the naked areas. There was also bouffant skirts with pearl embroidery that had slits in. She did use some of her signature sci-fi fabrics as well, one of them being a plaster-sized crochet. She also threw in some ballet shoes amongst her regular perspex-soled platforms. One nice little touch was the knee-high stockings with a pearl edging. The hair was compact braided mohawks, with the makeup remaining quite natural, but with a few skin tonal colours around the eyes. I like this hair a lot. It was created by my friend James Petchis, although I didn't feel it always worked with every outfit, but that's me personally. And so finally, I go on to the Burberry Prorsum show. As I mentioned before, they are at the forefront of fashion meeting technology. Previous shows, they introduced from the catwalk to ordering online as the show was taking place, where you could pause the show if you liked an outfit and place an order immediately online, then go back to the show. They introduced sending cyber kisses to friends or loved ones by allowing you to kiss the screen of your tablet or iPhone. This would get sealed in what I called a cyberlope and then sent to your friend's email, where they would open it and the kiss would appear on their screen, giving you the option to send one back in return. This season was no exception. Burberry teamed up with Apple to introduce the new iPhone 5S, which comes out later this month. This has an 8 megapixel iSight camera, which Burberry felt was good enough to record their video and capture the images from their show. The highlight of the show was a new slow motion video recorded on the iPhone, which Burberry uploaded showing regular slow motion and normal motion in a short clip. Also, if you go to Burberry.com to watch their fashion show, the whole recording was done on the iPhone 5S. That aside, the collection itself was taking the traditional English rose and twisting it a little. Christopher Bailey takes everything that is British and applies it to his inspirations for a brand rich with heritage. The show takes place in a specially built marquee in Hyde Park and had a front row that could boast Paloma Faith, Sienna Miller, Harry Styles, Suki Waterhouse, Alexa Chung, Naomi Harris and Anna Wintour as its guests. The collection consisted of pastel colours inspired by petals from flowers that were reinterpreted with the use of unexpected fabrics such as rubber, to update this floral influence. Pastel coloured knickers were layered with see-through cut-out lace and draped cashmere cardigans, light suede tan coats and the classic Burberry trench in the palest lilac lace, and replaced last season's heart motif with polka dots worn with stripes. All in all, it was a more relaxed collection for our English summers. The makeup provided by my good friend Wendy Rowe was a gorgeous flawless skin with rose-coloured eyeshadow placed in a way around the eye that seemed much cooler than the old-fashioned English rose look. And the hair I created was a natural centre parting, blow-dried using Moroccan oil frizz control, then textured with Moroccan oil mousse to make their hair feel less blow-dried. And I pulled out wisps of hair out the back of the collars to make it feel a little bit more accidental. And so ends my London Fashion Show report. I hope you enjoyed it and can take something from my insider tips for next year. See you soon. I'm off to have a cup of tea. Now.